guys, this is J Panda here with another episode of Twilight Princess HD, and oh my gosh, they're shooting a bunch of bomb arrows at us. Okay, in the last episode, I'm not sure what floor we left off at, but you all can probably see it on the screen because I'm going to be adding that in a little later. So I just wanted to see if we could use our water bombs to blow enemies up here, even though we're not underwater, and it turns out that we can do this. So if you run out of your regular bombs, or you don't want to use up all of your regular bombs, then use your water bombs. I mean, because there's not going to be any areas in this dungeon where we will be underwater. And honestly, I'm kind of disappointed that they didn't have any underwater sections of this. But I don't know why. That just seems like it would be kind of cool if they did. But I guess that makes things easier on us. And they are still shooting bomb arrows at us. Okay. But yeah, once again, I'm doing post-commentary because, like I said, that's easier for me when doing this. Because I basically recorded all of the Cave of Ordeals at once, and I had to cut out a bunch of parts, like, early on, when I was doing the star game and everything. But anyway, we come across our very last Poe. I'm trying to, oh gosh, there's a bunch of them down there. I'm trying to kill some of these guys with my bombs. I know it'll do nothing to the Poe, but I wanted to get rid of some of these guys, but it's not working because the way they're moving. Oh my gosh! These aren't the kind of enemies I was thinking of. I thought that these were those other guys, those bald ones wearing the armor, but they're not. They are the Lizalfos, or they might be the Dinalfos. I can't remember. There's different ones, but they're pretty much Lizalfos. And yes, the Poe is joining in the fight, and it's making things difficult because we can't get any hits in it, so it's not getting any backlash. Best thing to do to these guys is use the Helm Splitter. I shouldn't have to tell you guys that, though. But it's kind of hard to do that when the Poe is fighting us as well, and we can't get the Poe to go away. But there we go, smash, and we just have one more to fight before we can take down the Poe. But you're not going to make this easy, are you? But yeah, I will be finishing the Cave of Ordeals in this episode, and we will be going back to the mirror chamber. Well, not in this episode, but in the next episode after this. And I don't think I turned all of my Poes in this episode either, so I'll be doing that in the next episode as well. At least I think that I didn't. I don't know. I don't think I had time to turn in. You collected 60 Poe souls! That's the last of that collectible that we have to get. And yes, I'm going to check just to make sure there's no digging spots in here. I don't think there is. Yes, I know we only have 2 hearts left. I'll probably have to use a fairy or a potion or something pretty soon. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But, oh wow, I was able to pick up one of their arrows. It's always good to have arrows. I only have 19 left. I believe. Actually, I have 21 arrows, but 19 bombs. And I don't know, you might even be able to combine the water bombs with the bow, too. But I still have regular bombs left. I'm just trying to kill the Goblin archers that are standing up on those platforms. It's hard to see because it's so dark, so I don't even know if I'm attacking them right. I think I got one down, and now I'm getting ready to take the other down. But yeah, it's best to do that before you even go in here, and then what you can do is, and let's see, what do I need here? I don't even know. I think, are these Stalfos down here, or are they? Oh no, they are not Stalfos. They are Redeads. And this is where I die. Well, actually, I didn't die. I'm surprised. But yeah, there are Redeads down here, and I believe there's some Choo-Choos down here as well, if I remember correctly. I don't know if I do or not. Yes, there are Choo-Choos. Now, this is actually the room where I found the rare Choo. Yep, this is the room where I actually found the rare Choo-Choo, and when I was doing my practice playthrough, I guess it didn't show up this time. And wow, you can break those platforms. But yeah, this is a room where it does show up. I guess it can show, there's a probability of it showing up in all the levels with the Choo-Choos, but I don't know. But there's a chance that you can get that. And right now I'm just using my ball and chain. I don't even know. I guess because I have it out and I didn't want to. No! I had it out and I didn't want to use the claw shot because I was too lazy to get it out. Okay. There we go. Now, I thought for sure that I don't know. I thought for sure that was the point where I decided to use my fairy, but I guess I just decided to hold on a little longer. I mean, sometimes it is best to do that. And I believe, are those Stalfos or are those the ice Alphos? I think they're the ice Alphos. So we just use bomb arrows. I'm glad that I saved those in order to do this because I don't want to have to fight those head on because they're a problematic enemy for me. And I know there's another Freezard directly below us, so I will be avoiding that. And there are skeleton, I don't even know what they're called, phantom rats, maybe. Anyway, there are a bunch of those in here, so they will slow you down and it'll make it, oh crap. So yeah, that was the point where I had no choice but to use the fairy because I died. And when you die, you automatically get restored with the fairy. So, but honestly, I'm not really hurting too bad because this, I believe this is the final stretch of the dungeon. We have like 10 floors or less than 10 floors before we're finished, I think. I'm not sure of the exact count because I haven't edited the last video yet, and that's where I add all the floor numbers on it. But I know we're close to being finished, that's all that matters. And this Freezard is not going to get the best of me this time. Nope, no sir. Now, the mini Freezards might. I wouldn't put it past them. There we go. And honestly, I think I already have a full wallet, so I don't really need to keep collecting all these rupees. There's no digging spots in here. So let's just go ahead and go on out and let's see, I see a Bokoblin down there. What else is there? I honestly don't know. My screen's super dark. Yes, there are a big pack of rats that I didn't see because they were directly below us. I'm just using my spinner as a way to survive because all of these rats are in the way. They need to die first before we can take care of the skeleton dudes. So I'm going to be just spinning around the room trying to get rid of them. I'm just going to hack you with my sword, and since these guys are all coming at us at once, I'm just going to hack away at them. And we get a yellow rupee that we don't need. I mean, really, I could have started using my magic armor there, but I just want to play it safe. Oh no. It's this floor. Okay, this floor can be very annoying. And that's because you have these guys. I don't even know if this does anything to them. I don't think it does. I'm just gonna shoot them. Yeah, I don't think it does anything. You remember those guys in the last dungeon that fly in the air and you have to claw shot their shield? Well, they are back, and there's 2 of them in here along with a Darknut. So we are pretty close to the final floor. I know that for sure. This isn't the final floor, but we're pretty close. Because this is one of the more challenging floors. As you can tell, I'm not excited about this because of that. Every time you target on one, the other one attacks. And then you have this Darknut you have to deal with because he woke up because he heard all our racket. And it's hard to deal with all this crap all at once. I honestly want to fight the Darknut first, but I think I might end up having to equip my magic armor. So this is where it begins, guys. And no, we can't. I was trying to aim at the dude who was, oh, there we go. We got some really, really good hits in. Unfortunately, see, look, all this other crap's going on, so we can't get a good hit on him. I don't even know what those winged guys were called. I forgot. I mean, besides an annoyance, of course. I really want to get them out of the way before fighting the Darknut, but at the same time, the Darknut's kind of easier to fight since it's on the ground all the time. And we got rid of one of those guys. So, oh, and also, I don't know, I remember showing you the magic armor before, but in case you forget what it does, it keeps you from losing any life, any hearts, I mean. So instead of losing hearts, you use rupees, and yes, I'm drinking my superb soup because I want more hearts. And I think at this point I might end up, yeah, at this point I take off the magic armor because we only have one of these guys to fight, and they're really not, like, fighting one of these guys isn't too hard. I mean, the hard part is fighting multiple enemies at once when you have a Darknut, but now I am good. And yes, I did drink my potion. Well, not potion, but I did drink the soup because I wanted to recover a lot of those hearts. And I'm going to But yeah, as I was saying, the magic armor, you don't lose any hearts, you lose rupees instead, and when you get hit, you lose rupees even faster. So that's why I wanted to collect all of those rupees, because I knew I would need it in the Cave of Ordeals. And really a few more hits should do this guy in. Yep, there he goes. And since we've got that floor completed, I don't remember what's on the next floor. I guess we'll see. Oh! Okay. I honestly had no idea that we were this close to being finished. This, guys, is the 50th floor of the Cave of Ordeals. We just have this floor to go and we are done. And honestly, oh no. Honestly, I've done really well. Because at this point I've usually lost, well, not lost, but I've usually used up most of my potions, but I still have the fairy tears and the rare chew jelly, and I think I'm definitely going to use that here just because we're on the last floor. We still have tons of rupees left we can use if we need the magic armor for anything. But this, guys, the rare chew jelly raises your attack power for a short amount of time. I don't really know exactly how long it does that, though. I don't really see much of a difference when I use it, but I did want to restore my hearts. Now, you have to fight 3 Darknuts all at once. This is how bad it gets in the last floor of the Cave of Ordeals. You have to fight 3 of these guys at once, and they, like, every time you can get an opening for an attack in one, the other ones hit you. Because they all stay together. I mean, honestly, it's a blessing that they all stay together, because if they all spread out, then they could surround you, and that wouldn't be very good, you know? But honestly, though, this is not too bad. I mean, if I can get a hit in, that is. And there's a regular Darknut, a blue Darknut, and a red Darknut. I believe they have differing HP levels. I'm not entirely sure about that. I mean, that's how it is in some of the Zelda games, like different colored enemies have differing HP levels. I mean, because I would think that the red Darknut would have the most HP, while the blue one would have medium, and the regular one would just be regular. But I'm assuming it works that way, guys. I don't know, to be honest. Okay, I managed to rip off some of his armor. I mean, really, this last floor takes a really long time to do. So, we're going to be in here for a while. I mean, honestly, after this, though, all we have to do is get the final prize. Actually, this isn't even the... What am I saying? This isn't the 50th floor. This is the 49th floor of the Cave of Ordeals. The 50th floor is actually the final rest floor, which is where you get your final prize. So, yeah, I totally lied to you guys about that. I'm sorry. This is actually the 49th floor, and we will be visiting the 50th floor momentarily. Hopefully, unless I don't completely suck at the last minute. Which might happen. See, I'm just going to try to block their attacks, and then if I can get... See, the problem is, like, there was backlash, you know, from where he hit my shield. So I couldn't... Well, shoot. So I couldn't even get an attack in when I had the chance. And then sometimes I hit the wrong one. I might have to use the magic armor again, to be honest. Okay, another one has lost all his over armor. So now we have 2 of them without the armor, and then one of them we still haven't gotten yet. I only have 4 hearts left, so I really need to do something here. Honestly, I think at this point I just put on the magic armor again, because I don't want to use up my fairy's tears unless I need them later. I mean, I don't want to use up my fairy's tears because I might need them later. You know, like when we're doing the final dungeon. Or, well, there's actually 2 dungeons after this, but you know what I mean. Okay, see, these guys aren't too bad to fight now that they've lost their armor. You just have to get openings in to attack them. And we have another one down. Now we just have this one more left. I'm going to keep the magic armor on because of the fact that I don't want to use up my fairy's tears, and I have plenty of rupees left, so I'm not too concerned about that. Honestly though, like if you get hit a bunch, then you need to be careful because you might there's a possibility that you really could end up using all of your rupees, so. But I'm pretty confident about it right now. And see, look, I've already knocked off all his armor. Well, most of it anyway. I still need to knock off a little more of it. And then we'll be finished with that. See, look, there he is. Now he has his sword. We just need to jump around him and then try to get an attack in. See, I don't like it when he does that. He starts, well, there we go. He starts kicking the shield. That's not very nice. I don't like that at all. Okay, there we go. We have just conquered the Cave of Ordeals, everybody. I'm going to put my regular armor back on so I don't waste any more rupees, because we might need this later on. I mean, honestly, I don't know if we'll need it later on, but it's always best. Now, before you jump down, there is a chest here. Open it. On second thought, it's just another useless collectible. I'm disappointed because at first I thought it was a piece of heart, but it wasn't. It was just another stamp. And we can talk to the Great Fairy again. And yeah, I don't think you can go back up there if you accidentally jump down, but so make sure you do get that treasure chest, even though it does have a useless collectible in it. I still want to go for 100% completion, so that's why I want to get all those stamps. We still have a bunch of stamps to get, really. But anyway, if we talk to our friend again, you cleared many ordeals. How impressive. In praise of your courage, I will give you this blessing. And we got the Great Fairy's Tears. So, honestly, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I could have... There's lots of things I could have wanted more than the Great Fairy's Tears again, but it is a good gift. We can use it again, I guess, if we need to. But anyway, there are now fairies at all of the springs. So, we can pick some of those up. Since some of our bottles are empty, we can get some fairies now. So, that's very useful. I believe that the prize for completing the Cave of Ordeals in the original game was different. I don't know if that's true or not. I can't remember. But in this game, you get the Great Fairies Tears. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the next episode where we will head off to the Mirror Chamber to put the pieces of the Mirror of Twilight back together. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody.